quite as good. Can you see me? And you can hear me? Good. All right, so we're going to begin standing today. So if you could come and join me in Tadasana, mountain pose. That's good. So coming to just standing tall. Just take a minute to breathe. That's good. Just coming into your breath now. Feeling your feet on the ground. And we're going to get kind of really connected to the earth through the feet. So we're not going to move for a while. We're just going to take this stance with the feet a few inches apart. So let's get really connected to the ground. Relax the toes. Feel the soles of the feet relaxing into the ground. And get a sense of the earth below your feet. So just send your weight down into the ground as if you're growing roots through the feet. Well done. Softening the knees. We'll take a deep breath in. And exhale down to the ground. Good. On the next inhale, let's sweep up the arms. Big circle, please. On the exhale, bow and fall. Good. So with the hands on the ground or the shins, let's come up halfway. And on your exhale, please bow. Inhaling, sweep the arms to the sky. And exhaling, bring the hands home to the heart. Take a deep breath in. Mountain pose. And we'll keep going. Inhale, rise. On the exhale, swallow, dive down, flowing down towards the shins. Inhale, extend horizontally. Exhaling, bow. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, draw it home to the heart. Take a deep breath in. Mountain pose. And again, sweeping up on the in-breath. On your out-breath, bow. On the inhale, extend horizontally. On the exhale, bow. And I'm going to suggest you step the left leg back. So big, long lunge, stepping the left leg back. And we're going to bring the left knee to the ground, please. So just for a little bit of a warm up here, let's bring the hands round to the left. Oh, that's good. And if you can, thread that right hand round the back of the right ankle. See if you can get your right hand on the little toe side of your right foot. So this one, we sometimes call this the lizard, don't we? So thread the hand round the back of the ankle, and then you can even pick up the back knee if you want a bit more. And in this position, you probably feel the hips waking up. So we're going to move those inner thighs back and broaden in hips. That's good, just getting a lovely stretch there. Fantastic. And then retrieving the right hand, pass it around the front. So the hands are either side of the front foot now. And then we'll change legs. So second side, big lunge, please. And back knee down, both hands to the right. Good. And then the left hand round the back of the left ankle. Putting the left thumb by the left little toe. It'll go. And then if you want a bit more, pick up the back knee. That is a bit harder, so you might want to just leave the knee down. Whatever you're doing is fine. What we're going to do is anchor the base of the big toe and move inner thighs back. So imagine you're stretching a big elastic band in between your thigh bones. Good for you. That was great. Let's bring both knees to the ground, both hands to the ground. On the inhale, lift and broaden the chest. On the exhale, bow, tuck the tail between the legs, hollow the belly. Inhale, curling up. So sometimes called the happy cat. And on the exhale, as you hollow the belly and arch your back up, angry cat. So let's just do one more of those, please. And that's good. So as part of our kind of warm-up system, let's open up the shoulders. So let's raise the left hand, looking up towards the left fingertips. Good. Take a deep breath in. And threading the left hand through. So put the back of the hand underneath the arch of the right hand. Bring your head down all the way onto your shoulder. And you can raise your right hand if you want it, if you want a bit more. And then wrapping it round the corner to the left leg. That really gets the shoulders twisting together. So we're coming back to hands and knees. The shoulders a shrug. And then when you're ready, raise the right hand. Looking up. So opening up the neck by looking up. Take a breath. And threading that through, coming on to the side of your head. The shoulder, if that works for you. And then you can also raise the left arm if you like, and wrap it round the corner. See if you can get the shoulders more one on top of the other. Just unlock any tension in your upper back. Great. And then both hands to the ground. Circling the shoulders a few times. Take a deep breath in, lift and broaden in the chest. Let's tuck the toes and lift up and back for our first downward dog. So getting into a position, think of your hands. We're going to really root down through the base of the first finger. Broaden the shoulders. Keeping the knees just a little bit bent. Can we move the inner thighs a bit higher so you're almost tilting your bottom up? That's good. And then we'll just bend one knee and straighten the opposite leg. And then changing legs. Good. And slowly do that again, just to gently wake up those hamstrings. Wouldn't be doing too much too soon. Just give the body a chance to get used to the idea. And then we'll walk the feet to the hands for a forward bend of any kind. You know, if you're not touching the ground, it's no bother. Just put the hands anywhere on the legs that feels right. With the shoulders a shrug. Relax your mouth. And pushing the feet into the ground, we'll inhale, extend horizontally forward. Exhaling, bow. And then from the ground to the sky, draw a big circle. On the exhale, draw that home to your heart. Deep breath in, mountain pose. Wonderful. Thanks everyone. Okay, so Surya Namaskar, the sun salutation. So standing tall in or mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Stepping the left leg back into a deep lunge. Well done. We're going to step the right leg back and find ourselves in a high plank. And then knees first, elbows close, come all the way down onto your tummy, point the toes. Take a little cobra, little back bend here, just a small one. And then on the next exhale, downward facing dog. Very good. Taking 3 slow, deep breaths in your down dog. Maybe dropping into that ujjayi breathing if that helps you here tonight. Great stuff. Let's take a walk to the top of the mat, taking a forward bend. And on the inhale, extend the spine. Exhaling, bow. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, bring it home to the heart. Deep breath in. Mountain pose. Inhale, rise, second side. Exhale, bow. All the way down. Inhale, extend. And fold. We're stepping the right leg back. Big lunge. Good for you. Let's step the left leg back and find ourselves in your version of plank. Don't forget to pull in on the tummy. And then knees down, elbows really close to your sides just to protect the shoulders. Down to the ground, curl up cobra. All the way back to down dog. Marvelous. So we start to get the spine moving. Getting the breath a little deeper and fuller. See if you can push the floor away from you and lift the inner thighs higher, gently dropping those heels towards the ground. We'll bend both knees quite low and tilt your bottom a bit higher. Good. And then walking to the top, please meet me in a forward bend. Great. Inhale, extend. Exhaling bow. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Deep breath in. Mountain pose. Well done. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, swallow, dive down. Inhale, extend. And fold. I'm going to step the left leg back, lifting that left heel quite high, and come up to a balance. So you can leave the back knee a little bit bent if you need to, getting your balance by hugging the midline. Let's give the shoulders a shrug. And on the in-breath, sweep up the arms. Fabulous. Roll the shoulders down. And if it's going well, look up through the hands. Take a breath. We'll place both hands on the earth. Change legs, please. Lifting that back heel nice and high. Come on up, balancing high lunge on the second side. Great. When you're steady, reach up. Maybe look up. Rolling the shoulders down. We'll take a deep breath. And step back to a high plank. All the way down to the ground. Knees down, elbows close. Point the toes and really working them into the mat. Curl up. And then pressing back down dog. Marvelous. Lengthening the side body. Stretching everything away. Enjoy your breath. Enjoy the next inhale and the next exhale. Walking or even jumping to the top. Extend the spine and fold. Marvelous. Inhale, complete the sequence with a big swoop to the sky. And on the exhale, the hands come to the heart. Well done. That was great. Chair pose. So coming down nice and low. We're going to move the inner thighs back and broaden the hips. Getting the knees more or less over the toenails. Sit down nice and heavy in the hips and then sweep up the arms. We'll look up through the hands. Nose breathing or ujjayi breathing. One more breath. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bring it home to the heart. Good. Deep breath in. Mountain pose. Well done. So I'd like to offer you a chair twist. So same thing, knees down over the toenails. Sit down nice and low. See if you can get a little lower this time. And then we'll bring that right elbow to the left knee. Pressing the top hand into the bottom hand. Turning your middle, turning your body, turning your neck. Oh yeah, looking good. Observe the breathing. And on your next in-breath, you'll come all the way up, reach up as if you're putting your hands up into the sky. And exhale, draw it slowly home to the heart. Take a deep breath in. And second side, please. So knees over the toes. And we'll twist to the side. Pressing down on the top hand, moving your middle, chest and neck. Observe the nose breathing in this position. And then all the way to the top, deep breath in. And bringing it home to the heart. Inhale deeply. Mountain pose. Well done, everyone. That was great. Let's take the feet nice and wide for a wide-legged forward bend. So taking a big wide stance. Hands to the hips. Give the toes a bit of a wriggle and see if you can get the weight evenly into the feet. Fantastic. So just going to gently push down on those hip bones and get the idea of pushing the leg bones and the feet into the earth. Wonderful. Take another deep breath in. And hinging forward, bow your head. Just give the shoulders a shrug upside down. Relaxing your head, your neck, your mouth. Relax your head, let it hang loosely. That's better. Relaxing the jaw. Strengthen your legs a little bit, which is not the same as locking the knees. It's just see if you can draw the muscles of the legs onto the bone. And then we're going to bend the knees, root the feet to right. And relax the shoulders down. Nice. Let's take the whole of the left foot out. Bend that knee to a square. And your right foot's at a right angle to the left foot. Warrior. Good for you. Rolling the shoulders down. Let's lengthen the neck and bring your gaze to the middle finger of the left hand. Fantastic. So I'd just like to play around with Warrior. Those of you who were here last night, this is what we've been doing. We're going to bring the hands back to the hips and keeping the feet the same. Lean forward, move the inner thighs back. So you basically stick your bum out and then you're going to tuck under the left hip quite a lot. And as you do that, just that action, it's almost like doing up a zip in your core muscles. Can you feel that? Just zipping up to the navel. And now float up the arms again. And feel the difference. It's a bit like you've got your power pants on. Just keep that left hip scooping under. Pelvic floors drawing up, navel's drawing in. Observe the breath. And inhale, straighten that left knee and we'll turn on the heels to the other side. Very good. Dropping that right knee to a square. Just check your alignment. If you've got to make any adjustments, go ahead. Come up to warrior. Roll the shoulders down. Fantastic. So you might be able to lift up on those bandhas anyway, but we're going to try this trick. So hands to the hips, lean forward, inner thighs back, and then tucking under the right hip. Good, zipping it under, drawing everything in. Very nice, and then float up the arms again. See if you can get that feeling of engagement, those locks in your abdomen and pelvic floor. Observe the breathing. Great. And then we'll straighten the right leg, feet to parallel. And please would you interlock your hands behind your back. So just going to squeeze the shoulders together. Have a bit of a stretch here. Lift up all 10 toes and relax them back down. Strengthen the legs, soften the knees, deep breath. Exhale, bow. And we're looking back through the thighs with the arms stretching overhead. Well done, well done. Lengthen the back of your neck. Take another breath here. And then rooting the feet, bend the knees to rise. Marvellous. Thank you. So coming back to the left foot, let's turn the whole of the left leg out, bend that knee to a square. Very good. Tucking under the left hip, drawing in and up, putting those muscle corset on, and float up the arms again. Roll the shoulders down. Well done. So we're going to take reverse warrior. So the right hand down the right leg. Let's bring the left arm alongside your ear. And kind of look up underneath the left arm towards the top of the ceiling if indeed you are indoors. That's lovely. Take a breath. And then we're going to change it. Bring the left forearm to the thigh. Side stretch. Bringing the right arm alongside your ear. Look up underneath the arm in this direction. Excellent. Sending the top of your head and your fingertips diagonally away from your foot. Take a breath. And then swooping back to warrior two. Good. Scoop under the left hip, draw in and up on those boulders. Inhale, straighten, feet to parallel. Now we better do both sides, so turn on the heel, come to warrior. Scooping under the right hip to engage those locks. And when you're ready, reverse the warrior. So left hand down the left leg, right arm alongside the heel. You want all this below the navels working strongly to support you. Take a breath, looking up underneath the arm. And then exhaling, forearm to the thigh. Sweep that left arm alongside. And turn your middle towards the ceiling, opening up the waist. Keep breathing. Very nice. And then return to your warrior two. Roll the shoulders down, feet to parallel, hands to the hips. Thank you, that was looking good. Give the shoulders a shrug, take a deep breath and hinge forward to your wide leg forward bend. You can bring your fingertips in line with your feet if you like. Give the shoulders a shrug, bend the elbows a little if you've got enough room, and start to lengthen the top of your head towards the ground. We're getting a bit warmer now, so you might be able to feel a little bit more of a stretch happening. Sending the top of the head towards the ground. Very nice. So from here, I'm going to keep the feet the same and just walk the hands a bit further away from you. If the floor feels a long way away, please gather up a book or a small stool even, just to make the floor a bit nearer. So I'm going to invite you to bring the left hand more central and look underneath the left arm. So just tuck your head into your left armpit. All right, so shin in the left armpit. And then the right hand is going to go onto the left knee. Yeah. If you want to, you can slide that right hand down to the left calf muscle. And then start to use that grip wherever you are to pull your body through underneath the left arm. Come up onto fingertips of the left hand. Bend the elbow a little. You're starting to really maneuver the inner body. So we're twisting on a very deep level there. The inner body, drawing your way through. That's good. Relax the toes. And then coming back, place both hands on the floor, on your blocks. And we're going to make the right hand the stabilizer now and look underneath your right arm. So tucking your chin into your right armpit. See if you can tilt your head underneath the arm. And then we're going to bring the left hand through to the left knee. Slide it down the outside of your left leg, sorry, right leg, somewhere comfortable for you. And then pull, the left hand pulls the right shin to draw you through and under. Move your middle under. You get a really nice effect. So looking underneath. So chin's underneath your arm, Sarah. That's better, yeah. Good. And then we'll come back to center. Bravo, everyone. Let's root the feet, bend the knees to rise. Hands to the hips. Giving the shoulders a little bit of a shrug. Please set the feet together and we'll come to the front of the mat. Mountain pose. Just checking in with yourself. Well done. So I'm going to invite you to sweep the arms overhead again. And on your exhale, swallow, dive down. Bowing the nose to the knees. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhaling, bow. Please step the Left leg back into your high lunge. You're going to lift that back heel high, coming up to a balance again. So this is one we did earlier. All right, so shrugging the shoulders. Knee stays pretty much over your heel, and then we're going to sweep up the arms and roll the shoulders down. But now we've mobilized in the waist, I'm going to offer you a little bit of a balancing twist. All right, so if you're with me, extend that left arm forward, and we're going to sweep the right arm back. So the palms are facing to the right, and then see if you can look back down your right hand. That is tricky. It'll certainly take your mind off stuff. It's other thigh bones together. See if you can go a little deeper round. Keeping that arms in the midline. Move from your middle. Oh, well done. Take a breath. Hands to the earth. Change legs. And in your own way, come up to a balancing high lunge on the second side. Take your time. Good. Squeeze the thigh bones towards the center. Notice how that engages the core. We'll reach up with the arms if you're feeling good. That's it. Very nice. So balancing twist. Extend the right arm forward, left arm back. Squeeze the midline. See if we can rotate around that center column of the body, looking back towards the back hand. That's great. Keep breathing. Well done, well done. Fantastic. And then I'm going to spin both hands to the ground and step back to a high plank. Great stuff. I'm going to invite you just to check your elbows, so your elbow creases facing towards each other. If not, realign them. Get the hands working into the ground, firming the thighs away from the ground. Take a breath, and then lowering all the way down. Lengthen the legs, curl up, cobra. Exhale, bow. We're going to bring the fingertips off the side of the mat for this next one. It's a variation on that back bend we've just done. So lengthen through both legs. Really work the toenails into the mat. Coming up onto fingertips, elbows are bent. Shrug the shoulders down and lift the chin and the chest. See if we can curl up a little higher. Use your toenails to help you come a bit higher, pushing the feet into the ground. That's nice. Take a breath. And relax. Well done, well done. Next one, interlock the hands behind your back. If that's not great for you, you can just put the hands on your legs instead. On the inhale, really work the feet into the ground, curl up. Really pulling those feet backwards. Sorry, the hands back towards the feet. Feet pointing towards the back of the mat. Working into the ground, take a breath. And make a pillow with the hands to relax. That's good. Take a couple of breaths. Breathing into your belly. And coming up to kneeling. Coming up to all fours. Wonderful. So we're going to walk the hands away. So they're right at the top of your top corners of your mat. Your fingertips are in the top corners of your mat. You might need to walk the knees back a bit. And then keeping your bottom sticking up in the air, bow the head towards the ground. So you're going to keep the elbows off the ground, bring the forehead down. That's nice. And when you're in position, broaden your back, broaden the upper arms, and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Very nice indeed. Keep breathing for a moment or two. Observing your breath, and allowing the upper back to kind of soften down. Well done, well done. So I'd like to transition this one into your version of child's pose. So walking the hands back towards you until it's a comfortable place for you to settle your hips back onto the heels and bow the head. And you might be able to bring your forehead down in this position or not, it doesn't matter. Just find a good place to be. Observe the breath. Keep clearing your mind. If any thoughts from the day are intruding, just gently shut them down and push them away. Very good. And then we'll meet in a kneeling position, as long as that suits your needs. If it doesn't, you're very welcome to sit a different way. So what we're going to do is just release the wrists. So pressing the backs of the hands into the upper thighs, get a little bit of a wrist crease pouring over the thigh bones. Roll the shoulders down, lift and brighten in the chest, and soften the shoulder blades down your back. Very nice, lengthening up through the sides of the neck, relaxing up through the crown of the head. Please observe your breathing. Well done. That was great. So we have a bit of twist for you. So shifting the left hip to the ground like we do, we take the feet out to the right and walk your left hand round the back, and then the right hand is going to come to the left knee. So we do this one quite a lot. So I'll let you find your way into it, rolling the shoulders down. Remember to keep the head over the tailbone. So getting the idea of a vertical spine. I'm going to wrap our newly mobilized middle around that strong central core. So turning your middle, roll the shoulders down. Lengthening the neck, turning the head. That's great. Turning your neck. Keeping the eyes nice and soft. Lovely. And then inhale to center. Please flip the feet to the second side. Getting comfortable, let's bring the left hand to the right knee. Sitting up tall, getting a sense of a vertical spine. Those core muscles will really help in this. And then keeping the head directly over the tailbone, spiral around, with a little bit of an extension, lengthening of the neck. That's good. Explore your way around. A lovely twist going on. Inhale, center. And we'll extend the legs forward. Very nice. Please walk your bottom back an inch or two. With the shoulders a shrug and bringing the fingertips to the ground beside you. Circle the shoulders, bend the elbows. Come to your full height. Lengthening up through the top of the head. Feel the sitting bones relaxing down into the ground. And then in between those sit bone points, draw in and up the core muscles to engage our bonders. It's another way of connecting with those deep layer muscles that we did earlier. So drawing in and up between the sit bones, relax the shoulders down. Fabulous. We'll take the right hand to the left leg, left hand around the back, sitting tall, spiraling round, looking over your shoulder. Well done. And you can take the hand off the ground and wrap it round to the opposite thigh if you wish. In and turn. All the way around. Inhale to center. Relax the shoulders down. Second side, so taking the twist to the second side in your own way. Lifting up through the core, lengthening through the top of the head. If you can hear any meowing, it's the cat trying to break in. He's most upset that he's not allowed to join. And back to center. Relax. Good. Okay, so we've talked a lot about these core muscles. We've got one to strengthen them for you. And our classic core strengthener in yoga is the boat pose. So are we ready to get in our boats? So let's start with a nice easy one. Hovering the feet just above the ground. Bring the arms out. Give the shoulders a shrug. And lifting and brightening the chest. Leaning back slightly, nice long neck. That's good. Fantastic. If it's going well, bring the shins to the horizontal. Remember to roll the shoulders down, lengthen the neck diagonally out of your body. And maybe we'll straighten the legs. That's good. Take a breath. And let's cross the legs, tuck them under you, bringing the hands forward and across the legs to relax. Super. So I'd like to offer you a few more of those if you're in the mood. Obviously, totally your version is fine. So we're coming back to it. If you have any weakness in your low back, which is very common, be a little mindful that you want all the action to be in your tummy rather than in your back. So just holding the backs of the knees. See if we can lean back and zip up in the belly without getting the back muscles engaging. And then just hovering the feet. That's it. If you want some more, shins, straightening the legs, roll the shoulders down, lift and brighten the chest. That's good. Holding it wherever you've chosen to be. Keep breathing. One more breath. Now I'm going to cross the legs the other way, so the wrong way, whichever way you didn't do. And then bring the hands forward and across of the legs. Bow your heads. Great start. Thank you. So we're going to come up again to your version of this boat pose. A little bit of a twist, all right? So you might want to keep the feet on the ground this time if you've had enough of all this. Just shoulders down, zipping up in the abdomen, leaning back slightly. See if you can lift up through those core muscles, through those bonders. And harder is to hover the feet, harder still, straighten the legs. So find your version, and then we'll bring the right hand to the outside of the left leg. Take the left arm back. Good. If it's going really well, look down the left hand. Oh yeah, keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep working in the abdomen, not in the back body. Breathing. And then cross the legs. Tuck the feet underneath you. Bring the fingertips over the cross of the legs. And bow your head. See if we can't just completely relax your belly. That's it. It can actually be really relaxing to do this core work. I know it doesn't seem like it now, but that feeling of tension you get in your belly from stressful situations. So giving those muscles a little bit of a scrunch can actually help us relax our minds as well. So let's come up to the second side of this boat twist. So the feet at your level, looking after your back. Big smile, anybody? Okay, let's take the left hand to the right leg, opening up to the right. Good. Taking it round the corner. Keep breathing. Lift up through that pelvic floor, abdomen in, waist is moving round. See if you can draw in and up in this diagonal position. It's not easy. You can do it. And crossing the legs a different way, if you remember. It's usually the way that feels really weird is the second way. And then bow the head. And just really let those belly muscles plump. Good for you. All right, so we're going to go from here to lying down. So coming onto your back, just let yourself lie on your back with the knees up. Let your tummy relax. And I'd like you to imagine all your inner organs, your gut really relaxing and softening. That's it. Kind of slipping towards your back body. Any tension in the abdomen's just being dissolved now, and everything's kind of slipping back into place. That's great. And hugging the knees in, and we'll start to rock from side to side. Well done, everyone. Just a couple more rocks, and then we'll drop the knees over to the left and spread out the arms for your version of this lying down twist. Excellent. And then bring the knees back up and drop them over to the other side for a twist on the opposite side. That's great. And I'm going to come back up and dropping the knees over to the first side, which was my left side. Can you extend the legs out to the left? So your body and legs are a right angle. Now you might not have room, in which case just get the thigh bones and body at a right angle if the room's not big enough. And come to a twist like this. Good. And then we're going to try and lift up the legs up to the top. Now that's quite a lot of work, so see if you can lift your straight legs. So if you were bent legs on the ground, lift them up bent and then straighten them as soon as you've got room to take them up to the sky. Fantastic. And then knees in. Let's roll the knees over to the second side. Getting those thigh bones parallel with the top of the mat. Maybe straightening the legs completely. Wonderful. And then we're going to use those core muscles to lift legs, lifting up, straightening the legs as soon as you can, and then coming up to the vertical. Fantastic. Let's take a breath here. And I'd like to invite you to slowly lower the legs to the ground. So this is, again, more work for the inner body. So lowering the legs to the ground, getting the abdomen working. And when you get there, relax. Ah, very nice. Thank you, everyone. Let's draw the left knee in. Start circling it against your body. So you've got the right leg is straight, left knee just cuddled into your body. And then I'm going to suggest we come to one we call half happy baby. So that gives you a clue. I think you know this one. Take this left knee towards the shoulder, the left shoulder. That's it. Opening up the knee so it's more of a right angle. Bring your arm on the inside of the knee. That's good. So if your right leg is uncomfortable, bring the sole of the right foot to the ground. You've got your left hand on your left ankle. We're going to turn the sole of the foot towards the ceiling. See about bringing that knee towards the ground next to you. Now, we don't want to roll, you could do it and roll over onto your side. That's not really what we're on about. Just keeping the hips heavy and level on the ground. Just think about opening up those deep layer hip muscles. And we're going to bring the right hand to the big toe side of the left foot. If you've got room, If not, the ankle's fine. And the left hand to the little toe side of the left foot, or both hands on the ankle or shin is fine. Now, wherever you are, please push your foot into the hands, or if your hands aren't there, imagine there's a big button in the sky that you're trying to push. All right, so push the hands, the foot into the hands, but obviously we're going to resist with the hands. Good. The knees going towards the ground. Push back with the foot, and you get really good effect in those hip flexors. So just giving that a moment to work. Marvellous. And as you extend and relax that leg, both legs are straight, just let the feet flop out to the side, and you can probably feel the difference. Doesn't that leg feel completely different to the other one? So we're going to do the second side. Hug the right knee in, drawing a few circles with the right knee. Marvellous. And then half happy baby on the right. So drawing that right knee towards the right shoulder, bringing the arm on the inside of the right knee. And just see how it goes with the left leg. If it's not going so well, bring the sole of the left foot to the ground. So it's harder with a straight leg. And got the sole of the right foot extending horizontally towards the ceiling, and the knee, using your right hand to pull the knee towards the ground while stabilizing the hips. Good. So let's put the hands to use. So this is my left hand, goes to the big toe side, right hand to the little toe side, or both hands on the ankle, and then pull the knee towards the ground. Good. Well, pushing the foot into the hand or into this imaginary button. So you want a bit of muscle action going on in the hip flexors while we stretch. That will really release loads of activity from there. So especially if you've been doing a lot of sitting, this can be amazing. So sticking with it, that foot-hand combo will really help to release things for you. Looking good. And relax, and lengthen the legs along the ground, and flop the feet out to the side. Should feel quite relaxed. So let's give them a little shake there. Wonderful. Fantastic. We're coming to our bridge pose. So we're going to be lying on our backs for the bridge. But I'd like to offer you the one where the one-legged bridge. All right, so I'll just before we start, I'll show you what I mean. In a minute, I'll ask you to, we'll do a normal bridge, and then we'll walk the ankles together, come on up, bring the knee in, and extend the foot to the sky. So, do you remember that one? I think probably most of us have done it before. It's not hard, but it's incredibly helpful. So let's start with our normal baby bridge. So getting into position, shrug the shoulders, lifting the hips, and take the hands where suits you. So if interlocking the hands isn't for you, it really doesn't matter. Come to your best bridge. Knees are more or less over the heels. Just lengthening those thigh bones away. Fantastic. This will, you can imagine those abdominal muscles lengthening and stretching out now. After all that work we did, all those boat poses, this is a wonderful thing to do. That's great. Take a breath, and we'll float down and just have a little rest. Let the knees fall in and relax for a moment. Relax your tummy especially. Good for you. All right, here we go with a one-legged version. All right, team. So coming up to bridge, try and see if we can do this by listening rather than looking, because as we know, it's better not to move your neck in bridge. So if you can just remember what it looked like. We're going to walk the ankles together and then bring the right knee into your tummy and extend it towards the ceiling. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Very nice, well done. Keep working it, moving that thigh bone away from you. Oh, good for you. Keep breathing. Take another breath. And then knee comes into your tummy to come down. Brilliant. Take the hips to the ground. Take a little rest. Well done, well done. And then when you're ready, we'll come up again. Second side. So taking your best bridge. Ankles together really helps. And then the left knee in. Take it to the sky. Extending that right knee away. That's good. Take another breath. And then knee in to come down. And we'll walk the feet a little wider, let the knees fall together and relax. Just taking this pose we call constructive rest. You're in a straight line. You've completed a fairly strenuous practice. Just let the breathing settle now and your belly relax as we come to the final part of our time together. Very nice. So I'm going to suggest you pick up your bottom and take it a couple of inches over to the right. So you're a bit skewish on the back, and then drawing the knees in, drop the knees over to the ground on the right. So stacking the knees one above each other. That's good. And can you bring the knees a bit higher this time? So see if you can bring the knees higher up towards the chest or even the shoulders. And then we'll open up into a lying down twist like that. So it's releasing and relaxing a different part of the spine this time. Oh, that's great. And come back to center, feet to the ground. Let's wiggle your bottom back into the middle and in a straight line, just take a breath. Take a relax. And then we're going to pick up your hips, take them a couple of inches over to the left. Hug the knees in, drop them to the right. And see if you can get those knees a bit higher up towards the shoulders. Lovely twist going on. Relaxing into the shape. Very nice. And coming back to center. Thank you. Bringing the feet to the ground. Let's bring the soles of the feet to meet each other. And let those knees fall out to the side. And arranging yourself in a straight line, very comfortable. In a straight line. Just relax those inner thighs, gently pressing the feet together for a moment. Well done. Observe the breathing. And then straightening the legs away. Let's come to a more restful shape, our Shavasana. It won't be for too long, just a few moments. So get really comfortable now, lying on your back. The shoulders a shrug. Just letting everything relax and release. Fantastic. Think about releasing the shoulders into the earth, allowing your hips to become heavy. Relaxing the hands completely. Think about relaxing your face, softening the mouth, softening the tongue, all up behind the ears, smooth the brow, relax the face. Just let your eyes sink back into the head. Relax your eyes. Lovely. Just taking a few more breaths. And you can either stay here for a little longer if you're having a nice time, or if you wish, roll over onto your side and just make a pillow with your right arm. Wherever you feel is best for you. You might need a bit more shavasana. If you're feeling like it, press up to seated and come and take a comfortable seat for the last few moments. Taking a vertical seat. I had to let the cat in because he was meowing too much. It would have been a bit disruptive. Now he's purring, so I hope you're feeling content as well. So making a straight back, roll the shoulders down. Just spend the last few moments of our time together just quietly observing your breath. The gentle rise and fall of the breath. Observe the cool air coming in through the nose and the slightly warmer air coming out. Observe movement of the chest. Very subtle movement in the shoulders and back. So letting your mind gently rest in the simple act of breathing for a few moments. Keeping the mind clear by gently bringing your awareness back to the breath. If any thoughts pop up, just gently come back to the breath. That's great. Allowing this sense of calm to remain with us as we move throughout the evening. Bring our hands to our hearts. Namaste. As we draw the practice to a close. And thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your evening with me. It's absolutely wonderful to see you. I will attempt to unmute you, but now you have to unmute yourself if you want to say anything. You can just go and have your dinner, wherever you feel. So thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming. Goodbye, Isles of Scilly. Thanks for coming. Goodbye from Rufus. Bye-bye. Bye, Juliana. See you next time.